We are ready to do session 2 of your exercises. Sylvester's going to demonstrate them again for you, and I hope week 1 has gone really well. Again, we're going to be working on these hips and the lower back to get you nice and strong. Right, the first set of exercises are done in standing. If your balance is not good, just make sure you're near a surface where you can hold on if necessary. But hold on very gently, because the aim of this exercise is also to help with your balance. Right, so the first exercise, you're going to put the band around your ankles. Okay, in standing, stand on one leg and you're going to stretch that TheraBand out to the side as far as it will go. A lot more challenging than it looks. A lot more challenging than it looks. And what I want you to do is I want you to do a set of 20, progress to 2, and then 3 sets of 20. Okay. Next one, to strengthen the front of the legs. Again, in standing, you're going to lift that leg straight up in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, the third one, also in standing, is, let's just turn your side on, is to lift that leg up to the back. Remember again, if your hamstrings are cramping, you're not squeezing your butt enough, and that's a very common complaint with runners. Excellent, right, so that's your 1 set of 20, which you will slowly progress to 2 sets of 20 when it's becoming easy for you. You're probably looking at staying on one level for about 2 weeks before you try and up it. Let's get those muscles used to being exercised. Let's prime them nicely so you can move on to the next set. Right, the next exercise we're going to do is something called monster walks. They're really good at working the stability on the outside of the hips. Right, so in standing, bring the TheraBand up to around your knees. Knees slightly bent. Right, you can see arms bent up nicely, great form, nice straight back. And then we're going to walk out to the side, keeping the stretch on the band at all times. Walk 10 steps towards and 10 steps away. Again, keeping that pressure on the band. Fabulous. So that can be done up and down the passageway in your house. Right. If you want something a little bit more challenging now, we're going to do some squats. If you can manage squats. If you're finding that it's a little bit challenging on your balance, again, you can put your hands on a surface just to give you some balance. Right, so crucial with the squat are legs apart. Your knee must always fall over your big toe. Okay, I don't want any knees pinching in like that when you're doing a squat, because that's going to give you knee pain. So feet apart, knees over your big toe, and slowly you're going to sink down into that squat. I'm going to ask Sylvester to turn sideways just so that you can see his form. So when you sit back, you've got to sit back into a squat. It's not a bending, just a bending forward of the knees. You sit right back, so your butt is behind your ankles. Great, great exercise for strengthening the glutes. You can even start doing it with a couple of small dumbbells in your hands if you're really enthusiastic. So, again, start with 20 squats, even if it's done at your kitchen table, and you can slowly progress that in 2 weeks' time to 2 sets of 20. Right. Finally, we're going to teach you how to do a lunge. Also great exercise because you're going to be operating on one leg in front of the other, which is important for your stability when you're running. So, to do a lunge, what we're we're going to do is you're going to step forward with one leg. Again, very important that that knee stays over your big toe, that it doesn't pinch inwards. Right, so one leg behind the other, and what you're going to do is bend your knees. If you can touch the back leg down onto the floor, great. If you can't, just go down as far as you can get up again. Remember that this is progressive exercise, and you'll be amazed if you do these consistently, how quickly you'll be able to come back and do them as well as this. Remember, if you have sore knees, keep your knee over your big toe and only go down to discomfort, not into pain. Great, thank you. Thanks, Run Walk for Lifers and Progressive Marathoners. Good luck with your training program. We'll see you back in the new year with a new set of exercises. But until then, keep those glutes firing and keep firing up those hills.